Yeah.
Yeah, so now for myself, I can testify that vision boards they have really changed my life.
Whatever that you put down, you work towards it.
Yeah.
If you say maybe you want to further your studies, what are you doing in order to get there?
Yeah, one thing I've also learned is to accept the things I could not, achieve at that time. I told myself, that there's scripture that says at the right time,
I, the Lord.
I, the Lord, will make it happen. Hey, everybody, welcome to the first episode of 2025. Happy New Year. I'm your host, Lucia Khetwane, and gracing us once again today in the studios is Precious Mulaudzi. And today we'll be talking all things vision boards and New Year resolutions, right?
Planning.
Nah, yes. How are you?
I'm good.
You
Compliments.
good?
I think this is like the first time I'm seeing you in the year 2025.
Esagcinana ngonyaka odlulile.
Listen, and Batinji, up until you've seen everybody, whether it's in June, it's still compliments. So compliments, Mtase.
Because I was wondering ukuthi how is it still okay to say Happy New Year? Or,
I think it is.
I mean, people already like it's halfway through the month and already nje they're already as in
Depending on who you've met.
yeah, I don't normally payday. They're just waiting for the payday. Which as in, they're already over the year.
Literally.
So, man, welcome. Thank you for coming once again.
Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yeah. So today's topic is vision boards, New Year resolutions. I don't know. Have you ever created a vision board before?
I have. And I think this is like my 4th year, if I'm not mistaken. I was introduced to vision boarding, I think, like I said, 4 years ago. There's a ministry that I was part of, and they taught me how to put everything together. First it was in paper, when you'd draft it down, cut papers, and then eventually I found an easier way to do it. So, yeah.
Okay. So, what's a vision board to you?
It's putting your dreams down, in a place or in a place where you are able to revisit them, see them, and just be able to speak over them and just see them manifesting.
Okay, yeah. I think we started creating vision boards, I think in primary.
Is it?
Yeah, because we'd have scrapbooks.
Oh.
And then there'll be a house there.
Paper doll.
Yes.
And no.
Exactly.
Now that you mention.
We didn't even know that.
Now that you're mentioning,
it's
I'm
a
like,
vision board. We are, putting some things into
the luxury, everything that we wanted to manifest.
And, some people are still living by what they created in primary.
Yeah.
And so a vision board. What does it mean to you, Nje?
It's a constant reminder that there is a certain goal that I need to achieve, or there is a lifestyle that I need to obtain. Or get to, things that I need to tick off my box. So, it's just that reminder to say, girl, there's a place you need to go. So,
Have you ever, like, in everything that you created, has anything maybe manifested?
It has. And the joys of just looking back and ticking, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't remember. I waited for this, and here it is happening. So it has. It has.
Because with me, guys, I think I started creating a vision board last year.
Okay.
I've always created vision boards.
Yeah, but like formally.
I don't think I was that intentional with them.
Okay.
Like, I just don't think I was, I would create one and I'd never look at it.
Okay.
I'd never pray about it.
Okay. So
It
you
was
just literally
there.
got it done, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
like everybody does beginning of the year.
And some of the things that I would put on my vision board, I'd be like, yo, hey, this is too much. Like,
So you
this
fail
is ab-
yourself
yeah.
before they even fail to happen. Oh my God.
I'd be like, no, man, this is above me. Such an expensive car,
True.
expensive house.
But you would still put it, which says a lot.
You know, but I don't think I was that intentional until last year.
Okay.
So I created one last year.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, Lord, this time I'm doing it with you.
Take it, it's yours.
I'm not just going to create it and stuff. Because I never used to understand the fuss about vision boards, New Year resolutions, you know. I was that girl that, you know, okay, today, well, not today, but this year,
Yeah.
let God take the lead.
Yeah, like we always do. Like, it's okay,
Yes,
God, take over.
but, you know, so I created one last year.
And how
I
did
was
it
like,
go?
okay, fine, God.
I don't know. Let's start from the process. I think let's start from the process.
Yeah, I created one. And when presenting it to God, I was very intentional. And I was like, okay, God, I don't know how I'm going to get all these things. But everything in here, I give it to you.
Trusting
You
you.
will see.
Come on now.
Just remember your promises about my life.
Exactly.
So I did exactly that. And I had so much hope. I had so much faith. You know, I believed so much that, you know what, no, something must happen.
Yeah.
I can't just be creating my vision board
And not see the
every year
manifest.
and, you know,
Yeah.
because if I see that nothing is manifesting, I would be like
Demotivated.
Yes,
It
you know,
becomes
why
difficult
am I
to even do
doing
it
this in the
again?
first
Yes.
place?
Yeah.
And you know, and so I did that, and last year was not really a good year for myself and my family.
Okay.
You know, ngiyaxolisa someday.
It's okay. Already they forgive you.
You know,
On their
there were
behalf.
a lot of challenges, you know, and I had already given up, you know, you know, when you're in that position, you're going to, you know what, come what may, it's fine. But when I created a vision board and presented it to God, I had no resources. I did not know
Where to start.
Yeah, you know. But when I presented it to God and I was intentional about it, time went on,
Yeah.
on, and then how boom,
Things are happening.
yes, yeah, I'm like how it's working, most length. And then I was like, okay, God, I see you.
Yeah.
Ne? So I did that and I started challenging God.
Ah.
I was like, okay, since you
Yeah,
are
but
now,
you're making things happen.
you know, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine, things are happening, so let's do
go an
more.
extra mile. It's always the case.
Yes, let's do more, you know. And then I was like, okay, cool. I you know, I dug deeper.
What you've given me this, let me search for more. Okay.
And I was really amazed. I don't want to lie. I was amazed. Uguti, no man, this thing actually works. You know, it's not just about putting pictures there
Together.
It's not just about writing the list, the 300 things that you want to achieve this year, but when you present it to God and you are intentional about it, you know, God really answers.
Yeah, He comes through.
I mean, as far as your eyes can see, you know, and I'm like, you know what, I think I'm going to give vision boarding
A chance.
you know. So, yeah.
Also, it's scriptural.
Yeah,
it's scriptural.
Thank you. I think it's in the book of Habakkuk.
Yes, Habakkuk 2 verse 2. It's scriptural. So I believe Nayo Nkulunkulu is like, I can't make things happen if you don't present them to me.
Exactly.
You know, I've got greater things for you, but if you don't ask, if you don't have a direction, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need to obtain, then it's difficult for him to give us those things.
Yeah, it's like wanting help and then somebody who can help you akubuze ukuthi
What kind
what's
of help?
the plan?
Exactly.
What's the kind of help that you
Yes.
want and all that?
And you have no idea. I just
Among
need
an
help.
idea, forget. You're not gonna get help.
Yeah, but yeah, you might have people willing, but if you don't have an idea, yeah, but it's just like with businesses. If you wanna start a business and somebody's like, okay, I've got the capital that you're probably wanting, but what is your vision? Ufunani?
Ne.
You know, and ours is like, I just want to run a business, but what kind of business?
What kind of business?
It's difficult, yeah.
Yeah, so now for myself, I can testify that vision boards they have really changed my life. And yeah, when I least expected it, ne?
And then you saw things
Like,
coming
I
to
was
life.
like, how? Nkulunkulu kantunje?
And now you are thinking, you're like, how?
We are told, at certain times, like you're
Yes.
afraid, you get scared. Because there were certain things like whereby I saw maybe this is a 5-year thingy.
Yeah.
It'll take me 5 years.
Yes.
It'll take me 2 years. But guys,
When it does
comes to
happen.
God, Shem,
Yeah.
you can never set iskati for uNkulunkulu.
Yes.
You can never. If he says that I'm doing it today,
It's today.
it's today.
And if he says, wait, I know you want it today, but
Yes.
I'm going to give you in the next 3 months.
Yeah, but you might have
it
a
will be
5-year plan.
Yes.
And he wants to do it in the next month,
That's
so
God for you.
I really, really saw, the greatness of God through vision
vision board.
boards and, manifesting the things that I want. And I shared with one of my nieces.
Okay.
With one of my nieces, and we're just chilling, cooking dinner and stuff. And I was letting her know how vision boards has changed my life, And then she was like, yo, because it was not just about telling her, okay, pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually told her about the things that I manifested with my mouth, the power of the tongue. The power of the tongue, because there are things that she also wants and all that. So I was like, now this is my strategy.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll work for you, but
It has
tonight
worked
worked
for
for
me,
me.
yes.
So when I told her everything, she was like, voodoo. It was like, how? Voodoo. I'm like, no ways. Because she knows the things that I've been through.
Yeah.
And she has seen, the things that I was able to achieve and all that, So I was telling her the secret.
No,
Girl,
this is how I managed to get everything done.
This is how I do it and all that, And she was like, I will try it. Mara yo, okariki voodoo. And I'm like, no,
It's God
just
working,
try
it's God
it
working.
and, be intentional and
And being realistic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I have heard people, Mabati, when you pray, you must be like, if you want a 3-bedroom house, you must tell God,
Yeah.
Guti, I want a 3-bedroom house.
And then, really describe it to the core. It's okay. I wanted with 3 en suite, or I wanted with how many bathrooms and dining and what.
Yes.
We need to be that specific.
Yeah.
In
No,
detail.
I'm just grateful for that, that 10 that I took.
Yeah.
It really changed my life and the way I pray.
Yeah.
Ne, when you're going through stuff, challenges and stuff, you pray with that heart. You do pray to God, but there's still that thing in you.
There's always hindrances.
Yeah,
There's always
like
hindrances. Yeah.
wabalabala. At the same time, you are praying.
Yeah. But with God.
Yeah, but man. Yeah, it has really changed the way I view vision boarding,
Yeah.
the way I pray to God and all that, So, yeah.
No, that's a good one. I like I said, with me, I've moved from having it on paper. I still have the one that I drafted like 4 years ago when I learned, which is like, is it an A5? Yeah, I think it's an A5 on my wall with pictures and all that. But now I've found a way of doing it, which is on my phone. So I literally have it wherever I go.
Yes.
through Canvas, I was able to, download pictures. I was able to get that template, and I've got literally all the pictures. I've got whatever wording and the words that I used there. So I always have it on my phone as a reminder to say, hey, girl, these things you need to work hard for.
Yeah.
So as much as we still need to do it in paper, but having it on the phone, it's easily updatable, and you can update it, you can adjust it, you can make changes as time goes.
Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like it's a thing, it's a private thing.
Yeah.
And I also have it on my phone. I live with people, as much as they respect my space.
Yes.
But I'm like, what if, because the boys are naughty. What if they come and they start viewing? They will, okay, then it
you
becomes.
want a car?
Yeah,
okay, you want this.
I saw the car that you want, so. So Namia, it's on my phone. Every time I just peep through it, I'm like, okay,
as a reminder.
And if there's anything that I need to add, I add, and I was so happy this January, when I was updating it, I like tick.
That's why I'm saying the joy,
I'm
joy.
Like, tick. And Saint Studios was one of them.
Listen.
And I'm like, tick.
You're like, I know I prayed and I trusted God for this moment. And literally,
I really did not have any plan on how I will get here. The resources and everything. I'm like, but it's where I'm going.
It's on a tick box
it's
now.
Where,
it's literally,
here I am.
I see the greatness and then the goodness of God and the power of putting everything down.
Man. So there are people that create vision boards, and they've been creating year in, year out, and all that, and they see no changes in their lives. And so what would you what would you say to encourage them, maybe switch up lana, spice up lana, and all that?
And like I said, being realistic, right? And working towards whatever that you want to achieve. It will be pointless to say you would like to move abroad and you put it down on your vision board, but you don't go and apply for a passport. You don't make means of applying maybe for a job abroad or for school, anything, but you still want to go abroad, but there's no direction or steps that you're taking in achieving that. Then it becomes pointless. You just, finishing in your space, you would have included something lap. So we need to be realistic and know that whatever that you put down, you work towards it.
Yeah.
If you say maybe you want to further your studies, what are you doing in order to get there? You might have applied, you might have done whatsoever and still waiting for funding, but at least you know that there's certain steps that you've taken. You can't say you want to study further, but you're not applying. You're not looking for scholarship. You're not looking for that. So it becomes unrealistic. So putting things that you will be able and you will have somebody, which is also important, having an accountability partner, somebody that will hold your hand, somebody that will remind you to say, you spoke about this, how far are you with it? Because that also gives you a push. Because sometimes you might have it all together to yourself, but if there's nobody that you are accountable to, you can relax. But when you know that maybe there's two or one person that knows that you need to obtain or achieve a certain thing, then it becomes, you get that push to work towards it.
I think that's one of the things that make us to lose hope.
Yeah.
We go mad at God, that type of, why are you not doing anything?
Yeah.
We give up easily.
Yes.
And I think it's because we put everything in paper, but there's no action, that we are taking.
So it will become a repetition. Next year, the new year again will come. You'll have to repeat the same thing by March, not even March, by Feb, you've already given up to say,
Nah.
well, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense, Shem. It does make sense. Ugh, man.
So it becomes easy and doable like that.
So I don't know. Is there a difference between a vision board, New Year resolutions, and a list that you draw up? Of the things that you would like to achieve or the goals that you want to reach.
I would put it under the same umbrella. Vision boarding being the motherhead,
Okay.
and the list as well as the New Year resolution being the sub. Like I said, my vision board is like 4 years old. There's things that I've ticked out and there's things that I'm still working towards. So whatever the new year brings, which will be the New Year resolution, it's either an addition or something that I just need to rework on.
Yeah.
So I would say vision boarding needs to be up, because with vision boarding you can work towards it as short-term goals. You can have long-term goals. What else with New Year resolution? It's like an addition to the list.
Okay.
Yeah. And then maybe you mentioned the ticking of the list.
Yeah.
That might be vision boarding in a form of writing down.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you said when you first learned or created your vision board, it was through some certain ministry.
Yes, there's a ministry.
I don't know, but like I've said, Uguti, a vision board is a private thing. Were you guys like told, Uguti, you have to create vision boards there and
Being told, we were told that the whole setup of the day was vision boarding.
okay.
Right. And we were just given resources. We had magazines. We had, every thing that you needed, your scissors, every stationery that you needed to make yours look nice and appealing and, worth looking at and revisiting over and over. So you just had to search through the magazines on whatever that you needed to achieve.
Hey,
So
I don't know if I'm too secretive.
But somebody needs to know. Okay, it might not be for the crowd, because I remember when we did that, right? We ended up presenting the vision boards in front of everybody. So you'd have to share to say, okay, this is my vision board.
Okay.
This is where I am. In the next 5 years, I need to have graduated and become a teacher or this and that. So you literally presented it. And I believe for me, I'm not sure if maybe it's because I'm an extrovert, but it worked for me, because it also gave me that pressure to say, you've shared what you need to achieve. You've shared with people, so you need to work towards it.
Because with me, one of the reasons I have it on my phone is because I don't want anybody. I don't want anybody peeping through. Okay, what's the plan?
Yeah.
And if there's something my niece has taught me, is to remain quiet about your plans until you achieve them. Because you'll never know around you, who's wishing you well and all that. She'll always be like my aunt. Don't jinx anything. Don't tell me. Don't
Keep
tell
it private until it manifests.
Yes, and there's also a video that I came across, I think this past week. The preacher there was preaching, and he was like, an aeroplane does not fly with an open door.
Okay.
So when it flies, but it was something he was teaching about being able to keep quiet, ukuthi there's no way that the plane can sure why am I forgetting
fly
this?
with the door open.
With the door open, because it'll
yeah.
crash and all
I
those
get
things.
you.
Yes, yeah. I don't remember the exact words, but I was like, I get you. I get you. You know, guys, Tina, most of the time, Sishem, we can chew with our mouths closed. We can't, you know. So yeah, Shem, if I used to be that person that, you know, whatever I plan, somebody has to know.
Has to know.
Like anything, whatever vision that I have, you know, and I was not even looking at the surroundings, you know. Just because somebody is giving you a hug, somebody's telling you they love you,
Yeah,
somebody,
it doesn't
you know,
mean everybody's wishing you well.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, you'll tell yourself, hi, I can be free around this person, can't do not at all, you know. Yeah. So I learned through my niece.
Not to overshare.
You know, she's the one
Yeah.
that taught me to shut my mouth as young as she is. As young as she is.
Little sis, big sis.
And I don't want to lie, Shem, from the moment I shut my mouth, like
Things
things
started.
have been, you know, moving. Whereby I think Uguti, I'm challenging God. God is like, bring it on.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Bring
yeah,
it
man.
on.
Konja is sitting in Ngisi. Different strokes for what? Different folks.
Different folks.
So yeah,
man.
there are moments where sharing and letting other people know, you know, gives a little hindrances here and there, and you end up not seeing things manifesting. Also, like I said, because not everybody's wishing you well, not everybody's your
Yeah.
cheerleader. But at some point, somebody needs to hold you accountable. At some point, it might not be
Accountable
on
partner.
everything. Exactly, it might not be on everything, but at least there's something that somebody needs to hold you accountable to say, Lucia, you mentioned 1, 2, 3 a year ago. How far are you with it? You know, have you taken any steps towards achieving it? You know, is there anything that you're doing to make sure that you see that coming to life? And there's just things that now where it needs to be between you and God. Right, and just allow God to take over. But at the same time, there are certain things that you need a reminder to say. For example, I relaxed for some time and I was not applying. I was not even thinking of going back to school, and I just thought. It's okay, man. But I always spoke about I need to go back to school. I need to go back to school up until I had somebody holding me accountable to say, have you applied? Applications are opened. How far are you? You know, do this. And I felt the pressure. I'm like, okay, I really need to get this done. You know, before I would wake up and find that time is far gone and I don't have, you know, the resources or even the time and the energy to do that. So there are certain things that I feel you need a hand.
Yeah. Mara, not with my vision board. Not with I recently started jogging, and what keeps me going is, you know, I post every time on Instagram and my WhatsApp. You know, I feel it's something. It's okay if today I don't post. Somebody
we are
is
gonna
gonna
ask. Trust me.
somebody.
I was even telling myself, I'm like, I see this girl. I see where she's going. Let me give her. Let me give her a J's. And if I don't see any post,
Yeah, well, so yeah, that's the only thing I can feel. It's okay. Yeah, that's one. They are accountable people and
yes.
stuff.
Hence I'm saying these
But
certain
yeah,
things.
yeah. Well, so our guys got vision board.
But isn't the fitness and a healthy lifestyle part of it?
I do it because, guys, enough fitness. I feel like it's torture. I feel like it's
Thank
torture.
God I am not alone.
Every time I have to wake up and go jog, like I wanna cry.
And then what keeps you going?
It's the posting. People are waiting for that post.
You've started a trend. Now you need to keep it up.
So I need to keep. But Like Shem, I feel like it's torture, guys. Like, oh
Okay, so you said you only started doing that a couple of days ago.
yes.
What gave you that edge to eventually do it?
It's because I wanted to do it. I want to stay fit, I want to stay healthy. And again, it's a way of me, connecting to God, through
Nature.
my earpods and stuff and
Yeah.
through nature, So as we are joking there, you meditate
listening to the word,
on
you meditating.
yes, on
Yeah.
certain scriptures,
Yeah.
you meditate on certain preaching sermons and all that, So for me, I was like, okay, fine. Let me do this. Mara, kubuhlungu. Kubuhlungu.
Kubuhlungu, Shem, trust me. Kubuhlungu. Mina, I'm one person, guys. I don't know how many times have I done our day 1 of 30, day 3 of 30, and then the 30 days
Ish.
comes to an end, and I've not even, gone halfway, and then try again.
Shoo.
But I just believe in doing things, the other way. I would rather be on a healthy eating lifestyle than going the physical route.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I kind of man. But I'll keep on pushing.
Yeah, and trust me, the fact that you've put it out there, we are gonna hold you accountable. And I know I'm not the only one. Whoever has Lucia on her social media platform, this is your opportunity.
Because yesterday I did not post. Today I did not post.
Now I feel guilty for not paying attention.
I was busy with certain things, and I was like,
But
okay.
did you?
But I'm like, I'll pay for those 2 days, to tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll pay for those 2 days. Yabo, ngila ngilizayo, and then you see.
Okay, and then is there any ngathini thing, or do you need anyone to hold your hand on it?
Not really.
Give you a call maybe after 3 days if you don't see any posting, check up on you. Because we don't want to bombard you, right? Like I've just said to the viewers at home, if they see you, you're not posting. Hence I'm saying, so what are you giving us? Like, what are you allowing us to do?
Yeah, just nyana content
Okay.
Yeah. Slindile phela.
And we just hope it won't just be for content, right?
No,
You
it's
would-
not just for your content, It's how namhlanje I don't see any
You
dumbbells.
might just snap phela, we'll snap my dumbbells like or skipping. Can we at least have a mininyana vlog or a mininyana snippets there and there to say, okay, here I am, I'm running. Like those people who wake up in the morning.
Guys, vlogging isn't vlogging too much work?
Even if it's not vlogging, but at least a mininyana video.
Yeah, you'll have your pictures, guys. Oh wow, you'll have your pictures.
I'm trying to stretch it further. Because let it not just be pictures. Kahle trust issues.
I am doing it. I gave myself 75 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing is it 75 days soft and 75 days hard?
No,
so
it's
you're
soft.
doing the soft.
Yeah.
Okay.
The soft one. So yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I shame.
Okay. If you feel it's becoming hard on your own, you can join the gym. Okay. One step at a time. Am I pushing it?
Guys, those things are torture.
Hello, this is God using me to speak to you.
We're not about brother enigma when.
Sure, no, but I understand the pressure. But the important thing is getting things done.
Yeah, because I wake up and I'm like, why do I have to put so much pain to my body? Like, why? But I still
who was
do
it? Was it Umpomili Dwaba who said the important thing is the why? Like when you start something, have a why on it to say, why am I starting this? And I feel that also gives the motivation and the push.
Yeah.
To say, I'm starting this because. So you need to have a reason. Because if you just decide to wake up today, obviously you will give up.
I'll push.
But if there's a why, like you said, you want to connect. And I hope you never arrive. there are certain destinies that we take or
Yeah.
destinations that we take, and you feel like, okay, I feel I've done enough.
Yeah.
But if you say it's for a good cause, then maybe
Because I want to
you.
get to that stage whereby I need to they say gym can be addictive and stuff. So I also want to get to this stage where I feel nothing. I'm now,
It becomes a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I wish
man.
I wish that can be the same for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It's
In terms of eating
yeah.
healthy though, not in terms of gym, no
Yeah,
guys.
it's in the vision board. That's I stop there. It's in the because everyone is seeing
In
it.
there.
Yes, it's in the vision board, so
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah, y'all can know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're hoping maybe one day we'll get to hear more on what's on the vision board. So that when
Yeah.
you rejoice, we also want to rejoice with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, vision boarding and all that. Yeah, one thing I've also learned is to accept the things I could not, achieve at that time. I told myself, that there's scripture that says at the right time, I, the Lord, will make it happen. And I told myself, it's okay, it's fine. You know what? It means that it was not yet time for me to achieve a certain thing. So it's still fine. It's okay. It means, but as long as I still have it, it means
What's
that
something that I need to work towards and achieve?
because
Yeah.
with starting this podcast, I think I think it was 2018 or 2019, So ever since in J,
Imagine.
and and it only, I only started last year.
Eventually, as I am 60s,
Yeah,
I'm here.
with no plan, with nothing. As much
Yeah.
as I was like to myself, hi, maybe this is not even what I'm supposed to do. But I knew that there were lives that had to be changed, through people's storytelling and all that. And I'm like, okay, God, since I'm this, introvert, shy girl and everything, maybe I can just, interview people to come and, tell their stories and change people's lives. That's the least I can do, for the souls that I want to touch, for the people who've lost hope and all that. And here I am, and I'm happy.
Girl.
I'm
And
happy.
we are happy for you. We are happy for
thank
you.
you. Yeah, I'm
Already,
happy.
we've seen the reviews. We could say, listen, it's happening.
It really took me a lot.
Yeah.
And I did not even know where to start. So when I put Saint Studios on that vision board, I was like, Lord, you know my heart. I don't know how I will get there, but you know what? This is one of the things that I like to do, change lives and all that.
Yeah.
So, ukuthi ngiyofika kanjani? I don't know, but you better make a plan. And yeah, I'm just happy to, here. Yeah, I'm here now.
Yeah. And I'm not sure. I think this might sound a little contradictory. With regards to the podcast, right? Like you're saying, Guti, the plan has always been there, or the zeal has always been there from the year 2018. And you only got to see it manifesting and happening, or you took initiative to making sure that it happens in the year 2024. What different thing happened? As much as, yes, when the time is right, but is there any thing that you did to make sure that 2024 becomes the year?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, Uguti, challenging God, reminding Him, Uguti, God, remember your promises about my life. And also being intentional, because back then, I think back then I was still afraid. Yeah, like you always say, fear is the yeah and I never really, I don't know, but I had that zeal, but there was just something just standing in the way, because I even had resources back then and everything. I could just, but I think also the way I changed, the shifting of
the whole
how
plan.
I communicated with God. How I communicated with God. I think it made a whole lot of difference, with all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my question goes back to what we said, Uguti. You might have something as part of your vision board for 5 years
Yeah.
without seeing it manifesting. And people tend to give up on it because now you don't even know what happened to the zeal that you had when you started thinking about that certain idea. And also, like you said, you had the resources back then, but it didn't work. It didn't happen up until last year, which was the year 2024. So we also bring it back to the vision board.
The vision board. I was like, okay, God, yes, in manje, I'm fed up.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
This has to be
the way,
the year.
yeah, the way things are moving and
Yeah.
all that. I mean, I cannot be praying to you and you do nothing. At least let there be signs. Which okay, my child, you are now on the right path. Ne? So I'm like, okay, uyangifuna uzongithola.
Listen.
So yeah, I think the first step was to take that screenshot, same studio, and then kisekenyo on the vision board.
Yeah.
And then
We're being radical now to say
yes.
it
I'm
will
like,
happen. Yes. Yeah.
that's where I'm going. So yeah.
Consistency.
Yes, consistency. You guys, we really need to be intentional. In this life, we need to be intentional. Like, it doesn't help going to God. You are asking, praying, and all that, but at the same time, your heart is not even there because usabalabala.
Just doing it for the sake of.
Yes, if you know that, okay, this thing is not really from my heart or how I want to do it and all that, you know what, I might as well just chill.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah.
May we find the strength, the help, the resources that we need to make sure that we obtain and we reach and achieve our goals. Because we all need to move forward in life. We need to see certain things coming to life, and it also gives us, the joy to keep living and to just keep enjoying this life thing. Exactly.
Yes.
I came across I think it was a video from yours yesterday, if not today, and she was just speaking about how some people get to have the same year over and over again because now there's nothing that's improving. There's nothing that you're working
towards. How is it a new year if it's still the same?
Thank you. You still, when are you okay with doing the same things that you did? You're okay with things not coming to life. So, but that excitement and to say, oh my God, these things that are working out finally. So may we all live to see things happen and implement it. So, but it all starts with putting it down.
Yeah.
Even the word says, Uguti, write it down, let it be known. Uguti, this is what you want to achieve. And let's all rejoice at the end of the year when we're looking back to say, oh my goodness. Because we normally do it at the end of the year to just reflect on the whole year and, wait for the new year to start so that we can add or take and minus certain things on the vision board.
Okay. So, man, that's great. Yeah, thank you for coming once again. Have you realized that you are always the first person?
Again, I am opening the year. I am starting the year.
Yeah, the head and not the tail.
May goodness and mercy follow us. No, let it be a great year.
Thank you so much. I just wish you all the best for this year.
I need it.
Whatever it is that you have on your vision board, whatever it is that you have in your New Year resolutions, and may it all come to pass. Take it to God in prayer, and He will definitely answer. Be intentional about it, and
intentional and radical. I'm like,
Yeah, boy.
God. No, thank you so much,
Man.
sis, for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, man, to you guys who have just recently started with your vision boards, I wish you all the best. Please do not give up.
Don't.
Just take it to God, be intentional about it, and you will see, change the way you pray. Let God fix your heart before you can, so that your things can move smoothly. So I wish you guys all the best. And this is the new year. If you have any stories to tell us, any stories you want to share that that will have a great impact on, other people, you are more than welcome to email us. You are more than welcome to WhatsApp us. And yeah, who knows, you could be the next person sitting next to me next time. But from us, guys, it's a bye-bye.
Toodles.